Hi, folks. Rick Wedell here. I'm the Chief Investment Officer at RFG Advisory in Birmingham. We thought we would come to you briefly with a little bit of a market update and let you know what's going on out there, which is not that much. We are in the doldrums of summer right here towards the end of June, beginning of July. A lot of people going on vacation. I would remind everybody that Wall Street missed their vacations too last year, and so a lot of them are off their desks, headed out for the summer, and some well-deserved R&R. In terms of the news cycle, there's not really that much going on. We obviously had a building collapse in Miami, which has dominated headlines for a while, as well as the Delta variant of the coronavirus, which apparently spreads a little bit more easily than the previous variants of the coronavirus. I would just remind everybody that we're currently seeing about 11,000 cases a day and about 350 deaths a day from the coronavirus, which is shockingly low, certainly the lowest that we've recorded since the start of the pandemic. And on an order of magnitude basis, we're seeing about the same number of people die from coronavirus as we see die in car accidents every day, which is not a stat that we want to say, okay, everything's fine, but is certainly a stat that gives you a little bit of a sense of how much the magnitude has dropped versus where we were in peak pandemic times. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 is right around 4,300, just below it. We've taken a couple of runs up towards touching it. Haven't quite broken through it yet. It's certainly possible that 4,300 on the S&P is an important psychological level. And so we may, sometimes when you get these, psychological barriers, it takes a couple of runs up towards them before you actually break through them and see the other side of it. So we'll certainly see where that goes. On the corporate earnings side, companies are just finishing up the second quarter. We will look to have, early views on what those numbers look like towards the end of July / early August. I mean, in my mind, that'll be really the next thing that materially moves the market one direction or another, is, the view on corporate earnings, how they did for second quarter, how inflation is affecting them for the rest of the year. So with that, I hope that you guys are having a wonderful summer. Hopefully you've been on vacation, and if not, hopefully you're planning something. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or to your advisor, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks.
Are you enjoying this content? Please subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us at RFG Advisory on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter.